This is not the fifth time we've done this intro. Welcome to Stitch Strips.
Welcome to Sid Scripts, where we're extremely professional. Today, we're going to be talking about dads. What's up with dads?
I don't know. Are they real? Are dads real? So I had to hire a professional to figure this out recently. I went to a detective agency to answer this question. Are dads real? Do you know what they get back to me with?
What'd you get?
A cease and desist letter. Apparently, dads are copyrighted by Disney.
You know what? That is classic Disney. You know, I hear they're like copywriting the human soul at this point. It's fucked up.
They're rebranding to Dad's name. Which is why they copyrighted dads.
Welcome to Sid Scripts. This isn't our sixth take. What's up? We're professionals.
The dad joke was good.
No, the dad joke was great, and that's why, psych, we're still on our fifth take. That's right. Where are we now?
Home.
Here. Home. And I want to pitch a story to you, Garrett.
Do it.
Okay, so, imagine you're in the far-flung future.
Okay.
And basically, everyone is your dad, but you. Now this is a spicy one. This is a zombie movie.
Well, okay.
Where, on transmission of the bite, on transmission of virus, you become your dad. So that's kind of my pitch. I have about 4 other ones hastily scribbled on a post-it note that I did not write last night in a rush. Oh yeah. By the way, Garrett, yeah. I've noticed your voice sounds wiser and more mature, as if there's been about 4 to 5 months of a gap period between these recordings. There has?
Oh no. Oh no.
Holy shit! Seriously?
I think I'm my dad now.
Oh no. Okay. Give me this dad energy. Tell me about the rich narrative experience that we're going to be playing with here.
Okay, so we have. So you said it's in the future. Zombie apocalypse, except instead of zombies, you turn into dads. But it's specifically one dad. It's specifically my dad.
So, I mean, it could be a dad. I just thought
I think it's funnier if it's just a dad.
Like, just like the platonic ideal of a dad?
Sure. Just a generic dad. Because if we use just my dad in specific, let's be honest, him and his idea is not specifically funny.
I love the idea that somehow your dad finds this podcast and is like really sad that you don't think that he's conceptually funny. I'm sure your father is a perfectly funny person, funny man.
Yeah, no. He can make good jokes. It's just him existing is not funny.
Yeah. Basically, what you're saying is your dad isn't like a punchline.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Yeah. No. It would be amazing if, like, you just, like, overshared everything about your dad on this podcast.
That's part of why I don't want to do that either.
It's like, let me list off my dad's worst fears. He sucks.
Okay, so it's a zombie dad apocalypse. Is this a sci-fi zombie dad apocalypse, or is this just modern day?
I like to think it's like I think it's very close to the future. Like, it's very close to now.
So, like, 5 years.
To think, yeah, we're going to say 5 years. We're going to say, like, maybe it's a dad who got sick and he had to have some CRISPR gene editing stuff done to him. And what's that? Oh, no. He's, like, patient 0. He's like,
I don't know if, like, CRISPR gene editing works. Like, maybe it's something like...
I mean, I think it would have to be something somewhat adjacent. Like, but I don't think we could call it CRISPR.
I don't know if gene editing is a thing. I don't think I like gene editing as an idea. I'm thinking it should be something more like Okay, I know what it is. So you know the dad grill joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
The classic. It's still funny
The
fighting.
classic dad grill joke.
Well, it's just the joke of I just want to grill, haha. Dad's grill is a dad thing. It's not really a joke on its own. You get what I mean. So
Mm-hmm.
you have stem cell meat, right? Someone's trying to make a new strain of lab grown meat specifically for grilling, and they take it from a dad.
Wait, no, wait. Are you? Ooh, hold up. Now, are you describing cannibalism? Just to be clear, this is lab grown dad meat, is what you're telling me.
Lab grown dad meat, yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Go on.
It could be a dad cow, but I imagine a cow in like worn jeans and like a freaking baseball cap. I don't know
With a
why.
mustache.
Mustache, like freaking 1960s thick rimmed glasses.
It's crazy that you use the term like war jeans because like in my head I was like, oh, it's definitely like a cow wearing denim. It's definitely a cow wearing old worn denim.
Sure, it's the world's most famous cow, I guess. I don't know. I, it's a dad cow. We don't need to be famous. It's just a dad cow. They take
Yeah, no.
the stem cells from this dad cow, or they take the cells out of the. You get what I mean. Dad
Yeah.
cow cells are being lab grown, specifically to grill, to create the perfect grilled lab grown burger. So, they eat this burger. This turns them into a dad.
Okay, I'm
That's where
definitely
patient
into
zero
that.
comes from.
So I like that because that could imply like that there's almost like a a cookout that goes so wrong. Just like,
The cookout, by the way, has to be with hip teens.
oh my god. Oh my god. It's like a youth meeting.
Exactly. So, like,
I
maybe even you could do a funny thing. Oh, the
mhm.
main character is a dad.
That has to be it, right?
So the main character is a dad scientist who made this lab-grown meat for like his daughter's cookout, I guess.
Wait, does that mean his daughter gets turned into a dad?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, that would be so crushing. We have to put that in there.
We
Yes.
could do the classic zombie thing where it's like he's trying to keep her from becoming a dad the whole time, but she will become a dad by the end.
Oh my god. Like it could be like one of those things where he's like trying to find ways to like push the datification process back to
Exactly.
like buy time.
Exactly.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Okay, so we've established a big bad, which is going to be his dad tur. Oh fuck, that's it. That's the name.
Dad tur.
Dad tur.
Oh,
Oh, there's got to be like a snappy line under it though.
what do you mean a snappy line?
Like, you know, just like a tagline, like something about thermostats maybe.
I don't know. Maybe something more like the tagline is like I wanted to tie into the grill almost like something like no, I can't think. Maybe it's more like
Okay, wait. What if it's in Florida, right? Cuz it's a dad, but also it could be called Dad in the Water. That's kind of something.
I like
of.
Dad in the Water. Well, what if we do maybe? No. You could do Night of the Dads.
Oh, Night of the Living Dad.
There we go, Night of the Living Dad.
There we go. Okay, we got there. It only took us like 15 seconds.
Unfortunately, but hey, we got it.
We did it.
We're done. We're done. That's
We
it.
did the whole-
There's no more. We don't need to write the whole script anymore. No.
No, that's it. That's the whole thing.
It's a dad
Hey
joke,
everyone.
that's it.
Well, hey everyone. Welcome to our 7th edition of this introduction. I'm Jake.
I'm not.
There you go, and that's our podcast. Goodbye. Night of the Living Dad, that's definitely it. Okay, so I like this. So we have our exciting event. We have our, like, want, which is I want to, like, save my daughter. Mm-hmm. Now, I kind of, like, want to zoom out because I think the thing that really, like, tickles me about this whole thing is the long-term implication of maybe having an entire society of dads. Where, like, maybe it could be, like, the local economy falls apart because all this dad knows how to do is, like, be a fucking plumber. That is
remember,
one of my
this comes from
pitches.
the cow dad first.
Well, cows plumb. Cows are nature's plumbers.
And they have cow tools after all.
Garrett, like, two people are gonna get that, and they're gonna appreciate it, but the one other person that listens to our podcast is gonna be like, no, what? Cow tools? And we'll be like, yeah, you don't get it? Ultimate irony? Alright.
Okay, so...
Can we, like, have a podcast? Wait, no, fuck this podcast. Can we talk about a podcast where, like, all we do is talk about Far Side comic strips? Because I could actually kind of get into that. Can that be our spinoff?
No.
No, it would be really good. Because it's, you know, the guy draws comics about cows. And it's funny. I think his name's Gary Larson.
You were correct, that is his name.
Oh, thank God. I was afraid you were going to say, like, no, that was a serial killer. I was like, fuck.
Well, I have other news for... No.
I mean, it could be both. I guess I could see Gary getting into it. Like, oh, maybe he, like, leaves clues, like, in the comic strips as he's, like, murdering, like, who he's going to kill next.
The cow tools or the murder weapons.
Holy shit. It's all coming together. That was the sound of my brain exploding.
I was about to say, what the hell is that?
Did you enjoy my Foley work?
Yes.
Really
very
professional.
much. I'm going to
Foley.
buy a CD right now. Okay, so how do we finish up the first act here?
So, yeah, about that first act. So
we have dad scientist takes the dad cow cells, tries to make... Okay, actually, you know what it is? It's a really dad thing. Like, I think I know why he makes them now. Instead of just, he's just trying to do good for his daughter. It's the cheapest way he can make burgers. Or he's too cheap to want to go out and buy patties.
I kind of like that idea that maybe it works for, like, a big evil corporation, and, like, the way that they're, like, cutting down on the price of, like, lab-grown meat is by just being like, nope, we're just doing human beings now. Because what if human beings were secretly delicious?
Wait, so you're saying there is no dad cow, and it's an actual dad? This dad takes...
Yeah, that's kind of... Well, you know, they can claim it's a dad cow. Or, no, they can claim it's just a cow.
Okay, so now I'm wondering, is the dad the scientist who made this, or is the evil corporation the one who sells them to him because it's cheaper, like Costco or whatever? Like he goes to whatever store he goes to, and he sees this new brand for like 10 cents cheaper.
Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that's it. I like that a lot better, because he's more of an everyman character.
Yeah,
okay.
an every dad.
That works. Yeah, an every dad! Exactly!
So this new thing shows up. It's not necessarily like a patient zero situation as much as this has been spread out across the world. Maybe you start out like you have some news reports about like there's a sudden influx of dads in London or something. I don't know.
Roving gangs of dads. Just yelling at people about the thermostat. Just lower the thermostat, put on a sweater. It's like, I don't want to put on a sweater.
The country's plumbing has never been in a better state.
See, this is it, right? It's like, he's really good at, like, dad things. And he sucks shit at everything else. And that's gotta be the fucking character. Because, like, that way he's both powerful and powerless. Like, there's rules to this, you know?
Yeah. Okay, wait. So there's an important question too. Why are these dads biting people?
Hungry. Very dad hunger is the answer
I
to
like
that
that you just
question.
say the word hungry. Why
Just like a
hungry?
child, like a literal toddler, just two
Oh,
syllables.
oh.
Hungry.
They can only communicate in dad grunts.
Oh God, yes.
So you still get the zombie kind of bit in there, and then
And like, I love the idea also of like to zoom out. Like, what if like what do dads love? I'll tell you what they fucking love. Larry the Cable Guy. And Larry the Cable Guy is gonna do so well in Dadburg, which is what we're going to call the United States pretty soon.
okay, so are the dads regional, or is it a specific kind of dad?
Oh,
Because I already
like it
mentioned the
could.
London joke. So are there British dads over there, or are these all like just American dads?
I do kind of love the idea of just like a generic dad, like American dad, in like the Middle East, just being like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying.
But
I'm
he.
from Ohio. Do you speak
Oh,
American?
oh God, no,
No.
no, no.
Oh no. So see, well, that was kind of gonna be one of my other questions, which is like, do we go into the dark side of like is this an opportunity to talk about masculinity? I guess is my question.
Hmm.
I guess it's
Do
being
we
like,
think about an actual huge societal issue, or do we talk about just dads being funny dads? Haha.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think you can do both. But I feel like that has to happen organically, almost. Like I almost feel
Yeah.
like we can't
Because
discuss it.
you also have to remember, we already established a thing where they only speak in dad grunts.
That's true. I like to think like dad grunts and maybe like just generic dad isms, but like, oh fuck, oh I
What?
just busted this case wide open. Check this out. So the main character teaches a dad how to speak English, like fucking Meowth from Pokemon. That is my pitch. Like, like he like captures one in the wild, right? Like he
Mhm.
swoops one up, kind of chloroforms him, and then like ties him down to like
No,
a
no, no.
radiator.
Wait,
And
wait.
then,
I got a better idea. Remember the daughter
oh yeah,
idea?
yeah, hell yeah,
So his daughter becomes a dad, right?
yeah. What a sentence, yeah.
They weren't on good terms before, but now that they're both
Mhm.
dads and they both have all the same interests, they reconnect.
Holy fuck! Yes, yes.
So it's him showing his daughter all the things he loves, or is it's just another dad friend at this point, I guess.
I love that. I love that. Okay, okay. So, like, I love that, and I love the idea that maybe like she still retains some of herself, like her personhood, but like
And
I don't
maybe
know.
like the whole arc or something is he realizes he has to let her go and be herself.
Oh, that's good. And I think it'd also be like a good Freaky Friday, like not so different after all
Yeah,
type
yeah, yeah.
story.
So it's like you have the whole thing is like, oh, I wish my daughter was more like me. This whole thing happens, and it's like, wait, no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
That's a
so
weirdly wholesome note. How do we ruin it?
holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. How do we ruin this? Okay. So the way that I had this set up in my head is like somewhere in the background, like you're seeing like news about these like
Wait.
roving dads in London while this guy goes through his day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like, like he just like happens to see the cheaper meat, is like, oh, and then goes with that.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's just talking to his like daughter on the phone, like, yeah, honey, I know you fucking hate me, whatever. And then uh gives her the meat.
But
And
let's do
then
something maybe better. Like I want him to have a small cookout for her as like a goodbye, like she's leaving for college or something.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Yeah, yeah. So that I adore that. Okay, so leaving for college, and she's like, "Ah, you don't understand me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like deep, and I know how the world works because I'm like 19, whatever." I'm like almost 30. I'm starting to get like that. It's rough. Um, just like you kids and your fucking lawns. Uh, just just like 6 things wrong with that one sentence.
You know one thing about kids, I know they love them lawns.
They love specifically their lawns and not my lawn.
They hate my lawn.
This dude's like, I wish my daughter would get on my lawn. I miss her so much.
I hate that sentence.
I know, it's pretty rough. It's rough. I feel like specifically coming from my voice, it's really challenging.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so like he does that thing. Like he's like the last barbecue before she goes. She's like, okay, fine, Dad, whatever. She eats the burger and she starts to turn.
Okay, now does she turn to me? No. It can't be an instant process. This is
It
where our
has to be
CGI
a
department.
slow, excruciating process a bit.
So
Or it has to be something like she takes a bite, puts down the burger, she says she feels weird, goes to the bathroom, comes back. She sees her dad still grilling. He's like, no, you're doing it wrong.
oh my god, yes. Yes, it's like when someone like gets bitten in a zombie movie, but like they don't turn quite yet.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
But they start to have some of it.
Yeah, and like the dad starts like admiring her flipping technique. And it's like, those are some good burgers. Brandy is her name until we get a better name.
Did you just say Grandy?
No, Brandy.
No, Brandy will do fine because
It's fine,
because
it's a
you
name.
could just make that Randy for the dad version.
Oh my fucking yeah. Okay, well, I mean that was gonna be a placeholder name, but now you made it her real name, so good going. No, I love that. Okay, Brandy to Randy, and like,
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. There's one thing I just want to put in here.
Mhm.
At the end, like the dad has to like finally let go and get the cure to her or something. Okay, but
yeah.
I want this to end on a specific quote. I know it's early to say the end quote, but I want her to at the end say, "For God's sake, I just want to grill." Just end with that.
I think that would also be like a good line before he like cracks some dad zombie skull open. I think that would also be pretty dope. Just like, for fuck's sake, I just want to grill, and then he takes like a golf iron and like breaks some dude's face open. I think that would be pretty rad.
That'd be
From
pretty
an action
bad.
Hey. All right, so we have the transition. So like, what is like the moment where it's like, aha, something's off? Because I have a pitch, and mine is that she's watching sports quietly, and like on a recliner with her feet up with a beer, just watching the game alone, loudly talking to herself. And then like the dad like comes in the room and is like, "Sweetie, why are you watching football at 3 a.m.?" And like he just like see her like slowly turn her head to face him, just like silently, and then silently turns back and goes back to narrating. Or is that too ominous?
I like it being ominous.
I think its power is in it being ominous.
Absolutely. Yeah. And she's doing the standard like dad thing of like yelling, "Oh, you fumbled it. You should have brought it over there. You should have brought it over there. Oh, no, you're not. You're doing it all wrong." That kind of stuff.
This is podcast listeners. One of the moments where you realize that neither of us know absolutely anything about sports.
You're supposed to take the basketball that way. Wait, this is football.
Can,
You know what's kind of funny too? No, as to say like, oh, wait, she doesn't really know it either, so she's saying nonsense. But it's also like she did flip the burger skillfully earlier, so it's also like, well, there's knowledge
yeah.
transferred here too, so you can't go with that.
I actually kind of like the idea of her being a dadder dad than he is. And,
Yes.
like, over time, like, he realizes how, like, the way the dad is treating the regular dad is the way that he's been treating his daughter this whole time. And he's like, I'm learning. Like, I feel like that's gotta be part of it.
I like that. Yeah.
You know, like, sometimes I feel like we have a lot of conversations like this where I'll kind of walk away from it kind of feeling a little bit like if we said that seriously, that could have been maybe actually a marketable idea, and I'm starting to feel like this is going to be one of them. like like I feel like when this is over and it's finished in like 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, someone's gonna make this fucking movie, and we're both gonna be really, really furious.
It's gonna be an Adam Sandler movie, then we won't be mad at all.
Do you think Adam Sandler's nice?
Is that a question?
Yeah, yeah. I want to know your thoughts about Adam Sandler on our podcast.
No.
Well, Adam, you heard it loud and clear. I'll be your best friend, however, so please give the royalty money to me. I will throw this chuckle fuck directly under the bus. Don't
Even just for like $5.
For the way my laugh looks on the audio form is fucking crazy.
Nice.
That looks nuts. Sorry I called you a chuckle fuck.
It's fine.
Even as
I
a joke, it felt
understand.
mean.
We're talking Adam Sandler money.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry. Adam, don't listen to this part. I'll split the money with you. Don't tell him.
Okay.
Okay.
Adam, he's not splitting the money with me. It's okay.
I'm not. Listen to this chuckle fuck, because this person's not getting any money from me or
none.
you. I bet stuff like this gives him the absolute fucking creeps, and I support it.
Okay, so we have a start here. We need to get to actual zombie movie trope type stuff in here. So there has to be. Are they like locked in their own home, or do they end up trying to meet up with other survivors, or what do we do here?
So this is an interesting question, because I feel like what you're asking is like basically how do we divide up time? Because like I feel like there's like three really like main things with like zombie things where it's like the beginning, middle, and after, where like because we're in the beginning right now.
Yes.
Of the collapse, and then the middle of the collapse, and then post collapse. So excuse me, really sorry. Should we like segment it like that, where like we jump forward in time, or should it be like a linear progression?
It should be linear, I think, because like you have like things start to progressively get weirder and weirder. Then you have like dads breaking down the door or whatever, and they end up running to a mall or something. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of them being the house other survivors end up coming to. And then him trying to like hide the fact that his daughter is turned.
You say turned past tense, so like does this mean like he has her in a room in his basement?
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, the optics on that are pretty rough, I would say.
That she's been bitten more effectively, or she's been infected. She ate the burger.
What if she's like, what if she's like a daywalker?
What is that?
You know, like a vampire is like half of a vampire, so they can leave during the day. They can be in the sun.
Interesting, because she only took one bite.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I almost kind of feel like it's more heartbreaking, like genuinely, and also more interesting if you watch the slow decline.
Yeah, I do too. It's also funny.
It's also funnier.
It's funnier when their hearts break.
It is. No, I mean, if they aren't crying, then we're not getting paid. So they better be fucking crying. I bet God says that all the time. God said that to Job.
I believe it.
That's a joke that we're gonna have to edit out of the podcast, probably. it's like nope, that was gonna upset someone very much. Oops.
Well,
You know, we play it blue on this podcast.
I don't know what that means.
That's okay. It doesn't have to mean anything.
We play it mustard here.
We play it ketchup. So like, let's say that let's say like their neighbors come by.
Yeah, like if the neighbor's house gets overrun or something, like zombies are starting to show up more, and like their house is the most secure because her dad built a new fence last week.
See, I'm into that. Yeah. I'm kind of like to imagine this. I'm just trying to think of like what would be a good dad repellent.
I was about to say it is the fence because the other dads don't want to break such a nice fence.
Oh, that's really good. Like yeah, like it's so well painted that they have to stop and admire the craft work. It's like yeah, like you throw like a bunch of mustard seeds in front of a vampire and they have to count it.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh really? Yeah, that's like an old vampire. That's why the Count in Sesame Street exists. That's not a joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
So there
you
go.
could be
That's-
goofing on me. I don't know. I'm not going to Google it
No.
in the middle of this, so I'll just take it for now.
Yeah.
And if you're lying to me, I'll find out.
You will. No, I agree. You will find that out. And you'll find out that I was telling you the truth.
Okay. So be it.
So yeah. So be it. So there, huh? How's that feel?
Okay, so she
Pretty
starts
good.
turning. You had the whole weird grill moment. She's not feeling well. She sleeps in for a while. Then she wakes up in the middle of the night, starts watching the game. Dad comes in, sees her doing that. You have that whole moment where she like turns over and ignores him. I feel like if you want the idea where she treats him the way he treats her, she has to say something here, or do something here.
She has to explain sports to her own father,
Oh my god.
and it has to be unbearable.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
it's like, why are you watching the game? She just explains what football is to him. She mansplains to her own dad.
Yes. What a fucking power move that is. Oh, that's going in there. That was a slam dunk and a half. And I also want to throw in the idea that she was the one that made the fence.
She was the one that made the what?
She was the one that made the fence that the dads admire, but also like she's like being kind of like controlling about like how he paints the fence, like how like he can be kind of controlling maybe, where it's like, oh, this sucks. Have I been doing this to my daughter this whole time?
Yeah, maybe I feel like, yeah, I do kind of like that idea, but I also liked the idea that there can be some mutual understanding there where she realizes, oh, the fence is protecting me. Like, he has done good stuff too. Like, but also, like,
Yeah.
do we need to redeem the dad, though? Because I feel like too often, though, that kind of, like, storyline is about redeeming the dad, and it's like,
It's questionable sometimes.
it
yeah.
is. It's like, I feel it should be more focused on the relationship with the daughter rather than, I don't know, because that is still redeeming him also in that sense if he learns that, and that's still fine. I like that through line.
I think that so long as the story is about the relationship between the daughter and her father, the dad has to have some kind of redemption arc.
Yes.
Almost like
Yeah.
at least if we're gonna talk about like a marketable story. I mean, like if we want to have something with like nuance or whatever, like stupid nerd bullshit, that's different. But I don't think we're trying to write like I don't know Steven Universe, the most nuanced and subtle of all animes. That's another one we're gonna have to edit out.
Is it?
No, that one's staying in. See, okay, here's the thing. Everyone at home, listen, Garrett edits all of these beautifully. And, like, that does make them kind of god here. So if I say something really fucking stupid, they can totally just leave that in. Like, I'm at Garrett's mercy right now.
I'm gonna make you say something really, really racist.
I know you are. I know you are, buddy.
I'm gonna create an AI voice profile of your voice with all. That's the entire point of the podcast. I'm just collecting voice data.
You're gonna make a deep fake.
Deep fake of you.
Just being like, art smell, but. And then you like send it to everyone that like knows me, and it's like, wow, I didn't know that Jake loves the smell of butts. That's
Send it to your
that's
boss.
tough. Just well, he knows that about me, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I have like business cards. It's a lot.
Okay, so the fence. I'm still unsure. Like, did the dad? I feel like it's nice that the dad already built it.
Yeah, I actually prefer it that way now too.
So it's like, yeah, it is nice to have like the daughter do something more control. That's still gonna happen. I think I still want the daughter to have something that makes him realize how crappy he's been as a father. I still want that. I don't think the fence is
Yeah.
it, because then we have to have a whole fence building montage, and I don't want that. It doesn't feel like it fits in the pacing here.
No, you're right. Like that's like a whole thing, and like I kind of like the idea of like, well, and with her like new dad powers, like she can really appreciate that fence, which I think is important. I'm trying to like in my head compile things that are dad related. I don't know if you're doing the same thing. I'm just like, oh, fucking mustaches, sports, bad jokes, barbecue, fucking like
Loafers.
jeans.
Loafers and Crocs.
Yeah, Crocs and socks.
Sandals and socks.
Sandals
And like
socks.
not just any sandals. We're talking like the Velcro, like freaking look like combat sandals things. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, and also I will say they are white socks and no other kind.
Of course. There's no other socks in this universe.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about socks now. How long until we can make like sock related merch? Because I kind of like the idea of like maybe like once like each sock is one of our faces, right?
No,
And,
I
like-
don't like this.
No, and when it gets stretched out, it makes us look fucking awful. It just makes us just look like a bunch of tools, just all stretched out and gangly looking. And yeah, would you be the left sock or the right sock?
It doesn't matter. They're interchangeable.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Wait. Do you think like all socks are specifically left or right?
I have, obviously, yeah. Like I have like a cabinet in my bedroom that is specifically left side socks and right side socks.
You know, you can just put them on the other foot and it's completely fine.
I after this call is over, I'm going to like try this, and if you're goofing, I'm gonna email you one solid slap to the cheeks.
You're gonna email me a slap?
A solid slap.
I just want
Like, you're gonna-
So I know not to open any email you send me after this then.
Oh, so you are saying that you're lying to me
No,
then? Okay. Fuck you.
No.
No.
No,
I
I'm
get
not.
it. No, I thought we were cool. I thought we were... We were friends, and we're not, clearly.
How dare you?
Adam, see what I have to fucking deal with? Please, Mr. Sandler, please join me on this new podcast called Stitch Grips 2. This time, it's better. Yeah, because Garrett's not going to be there.
Should I call him?
No. I mean, yeah, but you can watch.
I could watch.
Ugh. I feel gross saying that. No. So, okay. So we have. How do our dad zombies are? Can we come up with something better? Because like on zombie movies, like they never call it. Oh,
What?
D-Day. Yeah, that's pretty good too. We can put that somewhere in there, I'm sure.
It can be a tagline, maybe. It's D-Day.
Yeah. Now the Living Dad, D-Day. What do our characters call our dad zombies?
Make a portmanteau with the word dad and zombie. What do you get? I don't want to say this word, but I'm gonna have to because it's funny. You know exactly what I'm thinking of, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why I asked you, so that you would say it first.
I don't want to say it.
I don't think either of us want to say it. Like, can we call it... What if we just call them D words?
No.
That feels better.
No.
No?
No, we can't do that. We have to call them daddies. That has to be it.
Oh, I was gonna... No.
What were you thinking?
Zombies.
Oh.
Oh, wow. I love doing this podcast with you so much.
Jeez.
You make me so happy.
Okay, so we have... Okay, which are we going with? I don't like zombies. That one sounds... You just
It
changed
sounds
there's
bad.
a first letter, and it doesn't... I feel like
think we are
daddies is
actually-
inherently funny.
I think we are gonna have to call them that. Yeah.
That's funny. I also like how we both thought we were thinking of the same thing, but we were not.
Yeah, like I think we are both ashamed for different reasons.
Yeah.
Because I was ashamed because my idea was bad, and you were ashamed because that is a 4-letter word in my household.
It's a very curse word nowadays.
It really is. I feel like, and like, I live in the South where like women will call their father that just casually in conversation. The woman that hit my car a while ago called her dad and called her that, and that was when I was like, nope, I can't take money from you because you made it fucking weird. I don't want your daddy money.
Oh no.
Fucking yeah.
Okay, so I think we have like a good first act. I think we're now sliding into the second act with this because we have like the whole. It's been established. We have the weird dad thing start to happen. I think we need to start sliding into the actual apocalypse part.
I agree. So what about feral daddies? What if like over time, like you become dad so hard that you basically just like start foaming at the mouth and biting people? What if that's like the moment?
Is that why they're biting people?
We got to get the infection going around somehow.
What makes them bite people? That is still a great. I know you just said hungry is a joke. It could just be that.
I mean, I like the feral idea where it's almost like, like it's like an actual, like, it's like rabies kind of, where, like at first you're fine and then suddenly, you just like bite someone.
I'm trying to think if there's a funny way to do it. There has to be a funny way. There has to be a dad joke in there. It's like I thought that maybe they see everyone as bacon or something. That's not funny.
No. Hey, as people who technically run a comedy podcast, can we say that we like bacon isn't funny?
Legally,
Like, yeah.
my lawyer says I'm not allowed to speak about that anymore.
Oh, fuck. You've been banned from the conversation.
Yes.
That's, you know what? That's valid.
I'd tell you why I'm also banned from that.
Well, we actually have like really fine lawyers here at Stitch Scripts. We also have a really great recording studio. Isn't that right, Garrett? High five! Wait. Yeah, there we go. That was my co-host Garrett, who's in the same room as me, and we're having a great time. Dumbest fucking joke.
That's a 3 out of 10.
My see, the thing is that I have both parents, well, a parent and a coworker, and now my boyfriend, who are all like, what podcast do you host, Jake? I'd love to hear it because I'm supportive and whatever. And I'm like, I can't look you in the eye and also show you this. It's really one or the other. Like, and it's not because of you, to be totally clear. It's because I'm ashamed of what I've made.
You live in fear of your own creations?
I literally am Frankenstein, yeah.
Dadenstein.
Oh, there you go. Frankendad.
Anyway, okay, so actually, why are the dads biting people? Why are dads biting people? Ah!
Dad Venom?
Dad venom.
Dad
I
venom.
don't know what it like. Okay, I got a really dumb idea. I want you to hear me out.
Okay.
All these dads have read this one survival book or saw this in a video or a movie or something. They think everyone has been bitten by a poisonous snake and they're trying to suck the venom out by biting them.
I love that. I can definitely see that, actually. No, I mean, I think that works.
That's a dad thing. It's a weirdly specific one, but I think it can technically fly.
If we were to, like, peel back the onion real quick on that, like, is that because of a mixture of, like an unearned sense of, like, mastery about
Yes.
something
Yes.
outdoorsy? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, that is super dad.
It's like
What
if
if,
I
like-
read one book or I heard one thing about this, that means I'm an expert kind of thing.
That's a super dude thing to do, especially like a super white guy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, I am super into that, and like I think that moves things forward, at least because like. Yeah,
So
I'm into
it's
that.
like when in their unintelligible dad speech, do they like hold their arms out at people and like make? Never mind. I don't like what I was about to say, so I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, that's fair. Because you know why? You can just edit it, and then there you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
No.
This is a very meta episode. I'm making it meta.
How could you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have all that. We have the reason why they do it. They're trying to suck the snake venom out of everyone.
Well, when you put it like that, it really, that really gets me.
Okay, so you have
okay.
the fence is so well done, it keeps the dads away for now. The neighbors all scramble in or something. Maybe you have a moment where one neighbor like trips over the fence and breaks a part of it, and there's this yelling match about like, oh, should we keep you in here even at this point?
I also kind of like the idea that like they figure out that she's like bitten or whatever, but hasn't fully turned yet, and they're like basically like trying to, you know, like get them thrown out, and so like he has to have this moment of like choosing between them or his daughter, and then like that can be the action that moves them out of the house into the next point.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
maybe we could do like a road trip sequence from there.
A road trip sequence?
Yeah, like, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, let's figure this section out first. Okay, so we have the daddies are starting to swarm people. You have like smoke in the distance. There's terrible reports in the news about things falling down and people being bitten. You have to have like a news report about like something kind of funny. Like you have to have something like, oh, there was a. I'm trying to think of what it would be. Like it's gonna be maybe there's a sale on socks and sandals at Target and it's sold out in 12 seconds. Kind of dumb joke.
Can I say, like, Larry the Cable Guy's records are going, like, the CDs are doing so well. Cracker Barrel is doing phenomenal.
Larry the Cable Guy is now the richest man on earth.
He is literally far surpassed Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Can we just, for the ha-has, have Larry the Cable Guy have his face just etched onto the moon? Like, as an act of delirious wealth? Because I'm kind of into that.
I feel like there has to be a moment where someone's declared king of the dads, too.
God King Larry the Cable Guy is pretty powerful. Yeah, you know, that is actually a good point. Who is the king of the dads? Is it Tim Allen?
No, because they're all going to have the same disapproval for his previous life.
Oh shit, yeah, no, you got me there.
I can't think of too many, like, dad figures very easily. I can think of people with, like, that happen to be dads, but aren't, like, very public dads. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I can think of...
I do know what you mean, I've just never thought about it like that.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, no, like,
Maybe
it's kind of
Jack
wild.
Black... But
Oh, like,
there's something like that's not funny about saying Jack Black is the king of the dad. It's not funny for some reason.
what if, like, because, like, the meat had to come from a source, right?
Yes. Oh.
So what if,
Oh no.
yeah, what if it's the family? The family from the original source meat? Where it's like, can you imagine, like, being the daughter in a world of dads? I'm horrified with myself. Ugh.
Okay, maybe.
But
I don't know.
I-
So maybe we do something with. Okay, let's get off this joke. This joke is derailing us too much. I think the king of the dads
No,
thing
I'm-
was just be a background joke anyway. It doesn't matter.
no, I'm kind of into it. Like, we could set up, like, a big bat or something where it's like
A big dad.
it's like
Sorry.
a big sorry, no, you're right, a big dad. Thank you. That is basically like,
So maybe like, the
No.
whole goal has to be like, instead of finding a cure, it is still finding a cure, but they have to stop patient zero being the source dad.
or patient. I love the idea that like it could be like a foil to like the dad daughter experience experienced by like the main character and his daughter, where like she's like just totally like, because there's so many dads for like this one like I want to say like 13-year-old girl, where like it's just like they're like disposable.
Well, remember, we
So
did the
she's
whole
just-
thing that she's going off to college, so
No, I'm talking about like the originator, like the
Oh,
patient
okay,
zero
okay.
gen. Yeah. Where, you know, like she's just like horrible and like throws like scalding hot like tea or something like on a dude, on a dad. Just like She's like, there's not cream and sugar in this. Then fucking throws it in his face.
But then the
And she's
originator
like-
dad, that meant all the other dads wouldn't be the stereotype. They would be much more passive type. You know what I mean?
Well, I like to think that maybe there just happened to be like a really good dad out there, and like a really strong, sturdy dad that happened to get cloned.
Yeah.
Like
okay, so wait, do we want the goal to be patient zero?
I don't know. Like I literally do not know. I think that Dunk, Garrett, I just realized we just wrote The Last of Us.
What do you mean?
Like, cause like I just like had this thought of like,
Like,
cause
I
like
want to like cut you before you do. I don't want to actually cut. You know what I mean? I haven't played The Last of Us A. I know a lot of people care about this B, so don't spoil it if you're about to spoil it.
I won't. I will not do that.
Okay,
Okay,
Continue.
thank you for stopping me.
continue.
No, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Okay, good. I'm glad I stopped you then.
Yeah, no, you did the wise thing. I'm glad you did. Wow, you really haven't played it?
Nope.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm glad that you've avoided spoilers for this long. I hope you get to
I
play
have
it
not.
soon. Oh no.
There's at least one big thing I know about already. But oh well.
Oh, that's okay. You're gonna be really upset in The Last of Us 2 where like Godzilla shows up.
Dang it. What did I just tell you?
Oh right. Oh shit, sorry. My bad.
Oh, man.
Okay, it's okay.
we still have this Act 2 thing after that. It's fine to figure this out. I want there to be a goal. I want there to be a cure or something that would cure the daughter. That has to be sought after.
What if like the cure's in the daughter?
What do you mean?
Like, what if like she gets stuck in the half frozen thing, or like because her progression is so slow that like maybe like he wants to take her to a lab or something?
Or maybe there is a lab where they're developing a cure and they try to go there, maybe.
Yeah.
No. I like the idea of there being, like, a really stupid thing where you kill patient zero, you kill them all kind of thing, you know what I mean? That's really stupid, but it's funny.
Yeah, like it's very like satisfying, I think.
It like, maybe not logistically, but narratively.
Yeah, exactly. It's narratively satisfying. Okay. So
It's just like we just go to this random place and get ourselves sorted, like the world still sucks. So it's like, it's not as satisfying.
So let's say that we have all of that. Okay, so how do we find patient zero? Like, how do we find out about this? Let's start there.
That's
Because,
the
like,
neighbors. So this will tie us back into where we actually are at in this story. It's one of the neighbors knows. One of the neighbors is part of the evil corporation or something.
Sounds good. Okay, yeah. And like I kind of like the idea that maybe the dad has like been really into like late night kind of B-list horror movies where he's like just like fucking actually pumped about this, and he's like, yeah, I got a collection of like guns and a libertarian flag. Don't tread on me.
Oh no.
Let's fucking no. Also, he's a libertarian.
No.
There's gonna be like a whole like 30-minute diatribe where he just talks about the like value of like the free market or whatever.
Oh
the
no.
fuck. Yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna fuck up the flow of the movie. Just like I'm fucking up the flow
He's
of this
just
podcast.
staring at the camera, not blinking for a full half hour.
You don't even see this fucker breathe. Like, that's how serious this is.
It's all just text on a screen, a whole manifesto.
Oh god. And we're calling it Metal Gear Solid. And that's the podcast, everyone. We are Hideo Kojima. And
We
it's been
are
good.
collectively Hideo Kojima.
We fuse together kind of like Transformers, robots in disguise. Yeah,
You're
Hideo
close.
Kojima is our Optimus Prime.
Oh God. I love you didn't even get the actual transform, like the fuse robot thing correct.
Yeah, could you hear me like just floundering really
I
hard?
could.
Oh god, like my head was just like, I you know this word, Jacob. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
It was Voltron you were thinking of.
Hmm?
It was Voltron you were thinking of anyway.
Oh my fucking god. God damn it.
It doesn't matter.
You
It
know,
was a gag.
like,
Okay, so we have neighbors come over. Neighbors have information about Patient Zero. It'll be something like, maybe one of them reveals what happens, and then there's this one loner or something. One of the neighbors is a loner. So they tie
yeah,
him
I
up,
can,
they beat him up, or whatever. They interrogate him. He sabotages their defenses, re-sabotaged their defenses a while ago, or something like that.
and he's like smug about it.
Oh yeah, 100%. You're all gonna be dads now.
What? I love the
God.
You're all gonna be dads now. Oh my god, yeah, like what if this is a corporation? Sure. Oh, okay. What if there could be a twist at the end where it's actually about a corporation that's trying to, like, both establish world peace by turning everyone into the same person, but also, like, that particular style of dad is, like, a very useful kind of worker.
Oh, I was thinking more like it's their exact target audience because they sell like flannels or something.
Yes. Oh my god.
It's something so incredibly mundane. Like, oh, we
It-
just wanted to sell more flannels.
Yeah, like it's almost like insulting. Like, wow, you fuckers sold us out for fucking flannels, really? And like, yeah, and they'll say it's for world peace, but it wasn't.
It was just.
It was just for the
flannels.
muns. It was just for the flans. Yeah,
Gee.
I yeah, that definitely has to be it.
Yeah, I like the Evil Corporation. They beat this out of the guy too at the time. So yeah, they're
Yes.
talking whatever. They have the neighbors come over. The loner from the evil organization is one of their neighbors. Ends up breaking the fence in some way. They don't notice, or like they like loosen the bolts or like pull out some of the nails in the fence at some part, so it breaks down when the daddies are tinkering with it or something, or just touching it. So like in the middle of the interrogation later, after like he reveals what's going on, he says smugly, like, "Oh, you're not gonna last long anyway, haha. You're all gonna be dads now." You have that moment, and then like right after he's saying that, or soon after, he explains the plans and the flannel thing. The fence finally breaks, and the daddies start coming in, and then you have this whole circle while they're trying to leave the house. You have some of the neighbors are gonna get caught and bitten. The dad and the daughter manage to escape. I don't know if everyone else is gonna die or if everyone else is gonna escape.
Well,
maybe,
and
maybe like one of them escapes beyond them, but they're separated. Oh, I kind of like the idea that maybe one of the neighbors stays with them.
Yeah, I could definitely get into that. Also, I just want to say, like, maybe like our aha moment can be like where the daughter gets bitten by one of the dads, and like she doesn't turn and nothing happens, and everyone's like, "Whoa," or something like that. Or maybe the dads just ignore her entirely because she's already one of them.
Or she's already in the middle of turning. Yeah. At this point, you definitely have to question, like, why is she taking so long?
Yeah. Like uh, and like maybe that could be, well, no, because like then, I mean, they're already being thrown out of the house. So maybe like that's just like That can just be like the thing that they show to other survivors, like, look, she's different.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Not narratively, but like from like if I were in that situation, that would be a really bad idea. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah,
Narratively,
I
it can
can see
still
that.
work, but like logistically, oh no, no, no.
Let's see. So, let's say they're out. Let's say they all I think it would be kind of fun to have like a kind of chaotic car scene where he's like just trying to get the car to fucking go, and like the daughter is like
Yes.
giving like driving advice, like now sport, like you gotta put it in neutral, then you gotta put it in drive, and like she's just like calmly doing all this while like there's this like frantic scene of just like daddies like fucking storming everywhere and like pounding on the glass.
Okay, so like I guess like they get out of the house and maybe like they run to the garage and get into his car, the actual dad's car. See the
Mm-hmm.
daughter, the dad, one other survivor. Someone else barely misses it and then gets like left behind, and you have all the daddies like crawling over them at the end, that kind of thing. So they drive out, they bust to the fence. Both the dad and the daughter cringe as they break through the fence.
Yes, I love that. And like we can have a beautiful little moment where they both kind of look at each other with like a look of like, and then like a nod, and then they both go for it.
Yep.
Like, yeah, okay, I'm into that. Oh, and you can like frame that beautifully because like you have like the the other like third heat just kind of sitting in the back, maybe like with their like crouched a little bit with their head over their hands, and that's kind of like in the center of the frame. Oh, I'm into this.
That's
Yeah.
definitely good. I like that. Yeah. Okay, so they break through the fence. Now we get to that road trip segment. Do we do a bit of a time skip on this?
I'm very tempted to because I feel like that would be really, really boring.
I feel like maybe they have a short discussion as they leave the house behind them, like, where do we go now? And they say, oh, yeah, that guy mentioned where they came from because he's an idiot. And they will find
Yeah.
patient zero, whatever. And they do the
Where's
stupid
a
things
good?
like, oh, you just gotta kill patient zero. That'll kill them all.
What's the most dad state? Keep in mind that someone from that state might actually listen to us. I'm gonna say Ohio.
I was gonna say the same thing. Okay,
The
so we have that. They maybe discuss about where they're gonna go now. Maybe the person in the back is the one who suggests, okay, we should find patient zero or something. Maybe I don't know. Either way, they decide to find patient zero and they go off that direction. Time skip.
So I love the idea that maybe like they're not totally sure if killing patient zero will help, but it's like their best bet.
Exactly.
Like I just feel like that's more narratively compelling.
Absolutely. It's like, what else are they gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. Like assemble furniture because the dad's already doing that.
See,
For
I was just
real?
about to say this next bit. I want them to get to a roadblock. I want a roadblock to get in their way. I was wondering what that would be. So it's like I think it could be kind of funny that none of the dads would actually leave their cars in the middle of the road. So maybe it's maybe that classic zombie scene of like all the cars left in the middle of the road, but all the daddies are just working on the engines.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
But I was about to say, oh, but the furniture idea in the middle of the road is kind of fun. But no, it's not. I like this idea better now. I'm sorry.
No, I like your idea better. Um, yeah, no, I'm super into that. Because like we can have like a moment where they're having like an argument about something and it reaches a fever pitch, and then like they hit the road. Like, well, they don't hit the road. They've been on the road for a
They
while,
hit the
long time.
blockade, or
Yeah, they hit the
where
blockade,
all the cars are shut down and the daddies are just working on them.
and you can like have this beautiful moment where they all kind of like perk up and look and swivel to look at them all at once.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
they come to them not first to bite them, but to work on the car.
Oh my god, yeah. And then they have to be like they have to like have a conversation that's like really civil and like quiet and like it forces them to get along while like these like fucking flesh golems are like making their stuff go. Yeah, I like that.
I like that. What is the argument about? I think the argument has to have an actual narrative beat to with it. What is the argument?
Oh, it has to be about her going to college.
Yeah,
It has to be.
yeah, I like that. Maybe it's something about her major, or even maybe it's the fact she's going to live in dorms or something. Something about that.
Yeah, where it's like where maybe like the dad has like a moment of like she's like, why can't you just let me go? And she's like, because I've been doing nothing but not letting you go for the last 18 years, and I just don't know how to do it yet.
I like that.
And
Yeah,
that can be,
I like that.
yeah. Yeah, I think that would work.
And then she ruins it with another dad moment right after that.
Oh, and then she bites him and sucks him with all of his blood. Yeah. Well, so this is, I mean, we can decide this later, but I feel like part of me feels like it's more satisfying if he dies.
If he dies,
Like,
I agree.
yeah. But, like, part of me is also like, it might be more cathartic if maybe he doesn't, and, like, he actually, because, like, I almost kind of feel like it's almost cheating.
It is a little bit. It is.
To
I
have
like
him
the
die.
idea better of the daughter not actually getting the cure.
Oh.
And then that kind of, as I said earlier, that final moment of, for God's sake, I just want a grill, and then leaving her dad.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, we haven't done one that was like a downer ending yet. On account of the fact that we've only done 2 episodes. This could be our downer ending.
I like that idea. I like the idea of her like fully turning at the end and like ignoring the cure because she's too much of a dad at this point.
Yeah, and like, oh fuck, and that could actually be like such a good metaphor for letting go of someone and just letting them be who they are, even if you don't necessarily like who that person is. Because that person is a dad, and you're a dad, and it's fucking weird.
A dad ship not meant to be.
Yeah. And like maybe like, you know, like they still have things in common, and like
I
you
want
know.
to establish something real quick that we didn't actually establish earlier. When you become a dad, do you have physical changes too, or is it just
Oh, yeah.
personality? Okay, okay, good. I was thinking the same thing. Okay, so where we were just now, there were some technical difficulties, but we're back now. We were just going into the blockade. There was an argument at the blockade. And there was an emotional moment with that. We're realizing how to let people go. We talked a little bit about the ending just there as well. Not ringing any bells?
Yeah. So, I want to say like I don't think the dads would let us through because we're just kind of like I don't think they have that level of sapience. So like maybe like the daughter can think like the dads. And so she's like, I got this. And she goes out of the car, and the dad's like, no, don't. And she's like, no, trust me. Because again, this is like the thematic.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the argument was
then-
about, yeah. Again, her going off to college. I remember now. It was some. And I think it's much
Yeah.
better if it's arguing about her major, maybe then, because then that plays more into trust. I like that. Okay, continue.
And like, and she's like, trust me. And then she like gets out and she gets on top of the car. Like she's like standing on the hood, all triumphant. And she's like, there's a fucking sale at Lowe's. And they all fucking scatter.
I love it.
And I think that I feel like this is really insulting to dads somehow. Like if there is like a dad's rights organization, they would have some words about this.
Dad's rights
podcast.
organization.
Yeah, like when will they vote, you know? I feel like, you know, dad suffrage.
No.
Yeah. I mean that's an angle to consider is like maybe like the military like isn't in on this at all and so they're mowing down dads and there's like dad rights activists They're like, no, you can't kill that person. They're still a person, even if they're someone's dad. Did you know that every dad was a person once? That's true.
I'm wondering, like, yeah, we haven't considered like the military and police angle yet, even. So it's like, I feel it's better
Yeah.
to just not even bother figuring that out.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea, but yeah, like so we have them scatter, and they can't do the car anymore, so now they have to hoof it. Um,
Okay, yeah, because there's the
so
blockade and all that. So I think
I'm
it's
trying to
better
think.
maybe. Okay, so either here we have the third person have like the thing about how did they not get you, then you have that conflict, or we just forget the third person ever being there to begin with, because I feel like they don't add anything.
Yeah,
I don't think the third person needs to be there. There's no reason.
we haven't even talked about whether or not the mom's in the picture. I think we just assumed this was a single dad.
Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
it just feels easier. Um, oh, and that can. Oh my god! And then we're kind of doing Finding Nemo now too, because it's like maybe like he can't deal with the loss of his wife, and so like he's like, I can't deal with the loss of my daughter.
You
Like,
can have that beat too. Yeah.
yeah, that could be something. And it could be like really dark and sad on our comedy podcast. Like it's like really, really genuinely just like, yeah, she had early onset Alzheimer's. It's like, oh fuck. Why why would you say that? like like the whole vibe is fucked now because like I'm gonna be worried that you're gonna drop more shit like that.
I think it may act. I don't know. So on one hand, I want to seem like erasure almost of the mother, but I feel like it is tonally almost better not to mention her. But or it could be something like she left him instead of like dying or something like that, and she left him for I don't know a less dad guy. I don't know.
Oh my god. That would be hilarious if that was part of this.
Or
Like
maybe she left him for a more dad guy, and that's why he became more of a stereotypical dad.
oh my god, could this be like a Chad versus Incel thing where it's like the Incel's just like him being a regular dad and the Chad's like like cargo shorts and like each pocket like has a different dad related accessory. Like he's just a lot more of a dad. And he's got like his arm around her with like a fucking like he's like mustache, like Coke bottle glasses, and he's wearing like a nice sweater vest with his cargo shorts.
uh, I like that. I do like that idea. I think it was like, narratively, it is kind of nice to have it be. Oh, he became more like a stereotypical dad, specifically because his wife left him for one. But this
Oh,
idea is
that's a
so much funnier, so we're going with that. I think.
yeah. I'm really into that kind of idea. Where like and like it and and like this is like the first time like he like actually sees the guy and like the dad's the only one that notices how fucking like just stereotypical and weird this is. And it's like, so I mean, you're aware that he's like, and she's like, yeah. And he's like, he's like, yeah. He's just got a lot of pockets is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to, Martha, the man has pockets, and I don't know what's in all of them, and it makes me nervous. Doesn't that make you nervous? And she's like, no, I love it. I like the mystery. It's hot. It's like, this man is a walking advent calendar of who knows what the fuck. And like, if that gets her jollies.
Where do we even put this?
I don't know. This is like deep lore. This is
I like this gag too much to not want to be for it to not be in there. Do we have a small flashback?
or like maybe like
Is it the start of the movie and then we go flash forward to today? Maybe.
It could be that. I also am kind of into the idea that maybe like there's a flashback and then we like meet with them later, and they're like it's almost like they're in like two totally different genres of like zombie movies, like they're like in the old timey like Arnold Schwarzenegger like
Old timey.
where yeah, well, kind of. I mean, like it's very like '80s like action movie
80s is
where
old
like
timey.
yeah, kind of like well, like, she's like Ridley Scott and he's like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like he's like fucking like he's like he's like in a sweater vest, but it's like a sleeveless cutoff and he's ripped. And instead of like the tie where it normally would be, it's like tattered and like kind of like around his like giant fucking head. You know, like in a sort of like militaristic almost
I get
like
what you mean, like the bandana.
yeah, bandana. Thank you.
It is kind of a funny image, but I feel like that's gotta be like maybe it's a small dream sequence, maybe.
Well, I was gonna say like they could have like this moment where it's like, what happened to my daughter, and like maybe like she's like we have to kill her, and he's like, no, she's my daughter and I love her, and she's like, no, it's not. That's someone's dad, and he's like, I'm someone's dad, and then just like throws a smoke bomb and runs away.
I like that. No, I'm someone's dad.
Yeah, that really is the only redeeming part of that scene.
We have to get the hi dad, I'm something joke.
Oh fuck, yes. That has to be like just before like the big bad wins.
Oh.
You know, like it's like oh, it could be like yeah, what you got? What you got? Cuz I got almost nothing.
It could be something like I don't know. For some of it, my brain doesn't even remember if the hi dad joke works anymore. I don't know why.
What if it's like where the alpha dad, the progenitor dad is like oh, okay, go.
So it could be something like I'm dying.
Oh, that's good.
Hi dying, I'm dead. I don't know, that's a bad one.
Oh, it could be like the dad is with his daughter, who's also dad, and it's just been a very confusing podcast.
I love that sentence. A dad's with his daughter, who's also dad. Oh, it's great.
And he's like, "Honey, I'm dying," and she's like, "Hi, dying. I'm dead." And that could be the moment. It could be like a big music swell and like get some strings in there probably. It'd be pretty dope.
Do we have her say the full joke, the hi dying, I'm dead?
I think that'd be pretty good.
I want it to be... we're legally obligated to have the joke in there somewhere. You can't have that, and then you have a moment where maybe she like takes his tie and ties it around her forehead like a bandana, and then walks out into this whole like swath of dads with a machine gun, and then you have it. For God's sake, I just want to grill. End credits.
That's pretty good. I'm also kind of into the idea of the main character, or like the main antagonist being like, "Don't you see? I'm winning." And you know, like it's like the darkest hour, and the daughter probably, "No, you know what? No, it's the dad that's all like, oh fuck, I lost," and it's all over. And then you hear the daughter say, "Hi, winning. I'm dad." And then you like see like just like a fucking shovel just like clean swipe this dude's head off. And like that could be the move.
I like that better. 'Cause I still really like the idea of it's not like the dad dies and the daughter leaves. I really like the idea of the daughter like choosing to leave and just be a dad because it's too late. I still really like that ending idea.
I actually do too. Like I like the idea that like he hugs her and it's like a beautiful moment and she just kind of like you see her like walk into a crowd of dads and she's like absorbed by it. Like she's just anonymous. She's just one more face in the crowd.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so we still got to get there. We're at like the end of Act Two here. So they just got out of the blockade. So we have to figure out how we get to that ending. Still, we're getting closer. So we're at the end of Act Two. They got out of the blockade. They're on foot.
All right, so
you go.
no, you go because I have nothing.
Oh, he said, "All right." So it's like as if he had said something, but okay. Okay, so maybe you have something like, maybe not exactly a time skip, but you do more of like a montage-ish thing, where you have some scenes of them in the forest as they're traveling. You have some camping scenes or something. You can have some visual gags there, maybe if you want. Like she can build a better tent than he can, or something.
Yeah, and like he realizes he has something to learn from her.
Could be
I'm
it.
really
Actually,
into
you bring up
that.
a really good point there. She needs to one up him with her own non-dad skills, like her actual skills she actually has.
Oh, like before she was like absorbed.
Yes.
Yeah, so like we've talked about like this person as defined by like her relationship with a man, but can we
Yeah.
how feminist is our dad story? I guess is our dad a woman turning into a man seems very kind of ethically fraught. Like I don't think that when Simone was writing The Second Sex, she was thinking about this particular script. I could be wrong.
Oh boy. Okay, so we still got to do. Yeah, we want something about her own skills, her own self, her own personality poking through here. What is the major her dad disagreed with? I don't want to make it a stereotypical political science or something like that. I'd want it to be something that is not a dad thing, but it's still something that he was opposed to.
Can I pitch the idea that maybe like she wanted, because like he's like a hardworking person, and like maybe like he's like provided for his family by being a plumber, and like he just sees like college as kind of a waste of time, and like she probably just wants to do like something in the sciences, and she's like, and he's like, but why would you want to do science when you can plumb? Poop happens there. Does science poop? I don't think so. Please edit that out.
I feel like that one also has a little bit of a disservice of like making it perpetuating the stereotype that all dads are dumb, which is also not a good thing to do, I don't think.
Well, and I want to say like I actually don't like the idea of the plumbers being dumb. Like
yeah,
I don't think
that's a good point too. That is
yeah.
I think it has to be just him disagreeing with whatever her major is.
Well, like I mean I agree, but that's why like I think that like plumbing is more of a guarantee, and she just wants like and he has a plumbing business that's very successful.
Yes,
and he wants her to take his place.
Yeah. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. So you're not going to finish the family business? Like what? So it doesn't matter what she wanted to do then. It will be brought up, but we don't have to actually make this movie, so you don't have to say what it is.
Well, I mean, like, it could just basically be like, college that's risky and really expensive, and
yeah.
I don't know, like I think like maybe she wants to be like an astronomer, or like maybe like a writer.
You can also have it like be that like the money for it wasn't from her parent. Oh, I was about to say, like, wait, how did she get the money even to begin with?
What's that? Oh, she's stealing drugs. That's right. Secretly, this is the trapdoor to our Walter White Breaking Bad script, um, called Breaking Dad.
Freaking dad. No. So she becomes Walter White by the end of it, and then you start Breaking Bad afterwards.
And that, yeah, exactly. It's she becomes Walter White, and she's like has like that smirk of like, I fucking pulled it off. I did it. I'm fucking genius. And then like walks off and like pulls like a cell phone from the 90s. So it's like a flip phone out of her pocket. It's like, Jesse, we need to cook.
Okay, we're not doing that, obviously. But,
No.
Okay, so I like the idea of like it's a family business. Why don't you want to continue? What kind of thing? You should go to college. She takes out a loan. I think it has to be a loan, and that's part of what the argument comes from as well. Is she takes out a loan to pay for college.
Oh, what if like she wants to be an English teacher like her mom? That could be good.
That could.
But
be
anyways,
something.
yeah. So she takes the loan.
Yeah, she takes a loan. That's part of why the disagreement comes from. Okay, I like that. So we've established that connection much better now. I like that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
we
that-
were. I guess we're doing. So I want him to learn something from her. So it's like that's where we're on that tangent now. Like, oh wait. And it's not
That's
like,
right.
oh, there's nothing you can. It's just I'm trying to think about like what situation we can put them in that has him learn something from her.
What if it's like she wanted to do engineering, right? And like she's trying to set up the tent, and like because she's an engineer, like she knows how to like set shit up to where it's like very like stable
Mm-hmm.
and like really well designed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can do that. I feel like a tent is such a low stakes thing, though. I feel like it has to be something more like they're trying to get into the compound where patient zero is or something, and she knows how to rewire the keypad or something. I don't know. That'd be electrical engineering rather. It's like,
No, I mean I think that works. I
But it
mean,
still
well, and we can
works.
well, and we can change it around a little bit so he's an electrician, because that way like they can work together on a problem and both impress each other.
I don't know enough about electrical engineering versus an electrician.
Oh, that's fine. We can just make shit up. It's whatever. No one's gonna notice.
Because it's
It's whatever. Just be like the thingamajig to the what's it do to the like whatever. Like people can't tell.
so like he realizes that she knows more than he thought she did.
Yeah,
That he's been underestimating his daughter this whole time and he shouldn't have.
exactly. It's like, oh my god,
But
like
I
she is
feel
learning
like
something.
if they're both electricians, they both have like similar skill sets like that. It's too much like, oh, the skill came from him kind of thing. I don't want that. I want it to be her own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah, she could be like a chemistry major and make explosives.
I like that. I like that. And then we go to the Walter White again. No.
I was gonna say, yeah, she could just be like an engineer, like the vast majority of terrorists. That is true, actually. You can look that up. There's a really like something like 60% of all.
I like the
terrorists
idea
or
of
something.
the chemistry though. So it's like something like. Okay, so where does that come in? Is it something like she makes a bomb so they can get into the compound?
I'm gonna say like maybe like she figures out how to make like napalm to melt a lock.
I like
could be
that
interesting.
better. Or maybe she figures, or she knows how to make freaking thermite or something.
Yeah, you can make napalm with.
Cutting that one out.
Yep, that one's not going in the. Yeah, hey, whenever I want you to cut some shit out of a podcast, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start like giving like bomb instructions.
Okay, so It feels a little
Actually,
weird to have the bomb related thing or the thermite related thing, but I can't think of another thing. And that works well for like how they can get into the compound too.
it
Or
does.
the evil laboratory. I don't know why I keep saying compound. Actually, it's the evil laboratory, or whatever the hell it is.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of like other things.
Other possibilities?
Yeah.
It could be computer science, since she can hack their way in, possibly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, because I feel like computers and
And dads
like
don't mix.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, that and it's similar and different from the being an electrician thing.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of like that. So it is like almost similar to him, and maybe she explains it to him. Oh, it's like being an electrician but digitally. I don't. That sounds such a dumb line. God,
Yeah, no, that I
that's not.
Garrett,
It's
I
nowhere
love you.
close to true.
Garrett, I love you, and you're a wonderful, thoughtful person. That is some dookie ass garbage right there, and that does not work.
Yeah. We don't need to use that line, but I like the computer science
I
thing
actually
better.
no, now I'm warmed up to it.
I like that much better. The bomb thing has this
Actually,
really weird feeling to it.
I don't think that America's. I don't think we are culturally ready to talk about bombs in media for a while. It's going to be a while. For reasons that I'm not going to go into, but I mean, you fucking know why.
Yeah. Okay, so we
You know
have
why.
she's a computer science major that lets them get into the laboratory. So we have a kind of a montage with the camping and such. Maybe she still figures out how to build the tent faster than him or something. We have some visual gags. It doesn't matter what they are. They get to the
Mm-hmm.
to the laboratory at the end. Maybe they have a few altercations with the daddies and they get past them or something. Maybe they fight together against some of them before they finally get there. She hacks their way inside. Dad sees and kind of respects her more for this. Not kind of. He does respect her more. Um. So they get in and they find patient zero. So how does this work? What is patient zero? Where are they kept? How do they? Is there a fight? Is it something like she hacks in and just releases poison in the entire facility or something? Like, just there's a kill switch in the facility she turns on, or
I mean, I think part of it is like. I mean, so. I think to answer that question, we have to know what the alpha's role is. Like, who. Like, is Patient Zero in on this? Or is he, like, some, like, poor dude that was conscripted into this, and you're still gonna have to murder him?
I like the idea that patient zero was one of the head researchers for it, who thinks himself to be the alpha dad, which is why they
Like,
used him.
oh, I kind of like that. Like, he's
I'm
like,
not. I'm
I'm.
now just thinking of the patriarch from frickin' I can't think of the name. I can't think of the name of the game. Killing Floor. I think just the patriarch from Killing Floor now, even though it's not the same thing at all.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's fine.
No, this is me yes anding. Can you can you explain to me what? So
So,
that's our other podcast where you explain video games to me.
well, the patriarch is this mutant, effectively, from another secret laboratory that ends into a zombie outbreak. And he's like the patient zero for them, kind of. I don't remember the whole lore behind it. It's like a B movie, the whole thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, it's a video game plot, so yeah, that checks out.
It's not even a plot. It's just a co-op shooter. There's no plot.
I'm shitting on gamers. I'm shitting on people from Ohio. Um, Again, people that are specifically my boyfriend. Oops.
As long as he doesn't listen to it, you're fine.
God, what if he does?
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Ugh. Um, I think I would sooner people know me as like a serial killer than a podcaster. I think I just realized that about myself.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, I like the idea of I like the idea of being like the guy is like, do what you want because I'm like alive in 1,000 other places.
Ooh. Okay.
Like, you can't kill all of me.
Okay. So do they have? So what is their? How do they interact though? Do they like come ready to kill him, or or are they there like stop this right now kind of thing? Stop this or you're grounded, Mister.
Oh, that's really good. I think that's got to be it, right? Like so they have like this harebrained scheme of like, okay, we kill the progenitor and we're done. Everything goes back to normal.
Yeah, it's really
But
it
like,
is admittedly a stupid scheme. Maybe they kind of admit that, but that's all they've got.
yeah, and they definitely like, and that's what's keeping them going.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they finally get there, and they're like across from this guy, and they're like, I don't think I can fucking do this. Like I don't think I can just like kill this guy. Oh, we can have a cool twisty moment where like at first he's like, "Help! I'm so scared and confused. I don't know what's going on." And then like over time, like they have like like there's like a twist where it's like, "Oh no, he knew everything," and like the temperature change is like super sharp. Oh, and you can have like the like slow clap from behind moment. That's all like villainous.
I like that.
Good job.
Okay, so what do they find him? And he's like scared all that. And they tried, and then he pretends to help them find Patient Zero and stop everything, and ends up using them to, like, I don't know, like send out of I don't know. I don't think this is the right thing to do, but maybe they make them set up a freaking missile that is gonna spread the virus into the air or something.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, yeah, sure.
No, I mean it works. I mean, it's functional.
It's functional.
Yeah, it's functional.
I think maybe there's like two levers and he can't get them on his own, so we need someone else. Everyone else has been turned into dads. It's too late in the facility. So these strangers showing up is the perfect opportunity.
I love that. Yeah, I love the idea that he's like a really wily fuck. Mm-hmm. Like he's like a really like shitty, like manipulative, fast on his feet. Like
then like the daughter's computer science stuff can also help here. So maybe her hacking skills. I keep saying computers. Technically it's the same thing, but you know what I mean. Her hacking skills are put into use here too. Maybe he leverages that to like remove safeties that are put in place.
I definitely like that, and I also like the idea of like, because like I definitely like the computer hacking as part of it. I think that part of it also has to be like something like where they have to go to a special place to do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to like go to the core or something and like take the core or just some shit like that. And I only say that because like I feel like watching someone go like I'm in isn't very satisfying.
I like the idea. It's like that idea where you both. It's the double key thing. You need to have two people turn the key to activate it. You can't do that with. You can't stretch your arms across to do it. You need two people.
Oh, I thought you meant. I thought you meant that like you would need two people on the keyboard to hack. Like that would.
No. I meant like much more logistical.
I don't know. I think two people on a keyboard would be pretty fucking sweet.
That would be funny though.
I would be pretty into that. But yeah, no, I like that, and so like we can have like that moment, and then like,
and then maybe the daughter's like reading the screen at the time, and she's like, "Wait a second," and then you get the slow clap moment.
Yes.
Maybe they've just turned the keys and the screen starts going wild, and that's when she realizes what's happening.
Yeah. Oh, although I'm also super into the idea that maybe like she figures it out early, but like the radio thing doesn't work, and so like she's helplessly watching this as it's all happening,
Oh.
and she's like trying to talk through the radio, but it's not working.
So like so it is just two keys. She's in a different room hacking. Okay. So does she put something over the loudspeaker to try and stop them? Maybe because if she's in the system. Maybe
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't
And
feel
like,
as satisfying though.
no, I almost kind of feel like it has to be the, oh, okay, this is the villain moment. This is the high I'm dad moment where he gives like the speech and he's like, haha, I've won. You
And
know,
then she
whatever.
goes on over the speakers. Hi, one, I'm dead.
Exactly.
And then
then,
maybe
like,
she like, how did she stop him though? Does she shut down the entire facility or something?
she bites him. Right?
Oh
Right?
God.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh God.
Mm.
And then you get an even bigger climax there, don't you? Because then he becomes Mega Dad.
Holy shit. He becomes twice the... twi- I love it. Oh, fuck.
See how the alarms are blaring in the facility, red lights, all that fun. Like, yeah, this whole horrible transformation scene, he becomes Mega Dad.
And it's like really graphic.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's like really undeservedly like
oh,
you see
absolutely.
he's
You
like
have like his skin flies off and a sweater vest made of flesh grows up underneath that.
fuck. Yeah.
You have
yes.
like bones formed to make glasses on his face.
And it's like he's like emerging out of like a flesh chrysalis or chrysalis, sorry.
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis. That's my noir name. I'm Chrysalis.
Oh jeez. It's good.
Fuck.
It's good. I like that. I like that a
That's
lot.
pretty tight.
So then they have this fight with him, I guess. Or now he's big enough to pull both the keys himself, so now he pulls that move. You know, it's too
He
late.
has-
You have maybe this fight that goes on for a while, like the daughter like, maybe like stole a gun from security. No, but like I like the bite idea way better. So she doesn't have a gun right now.
No, she has one power and it's biting.
And it's like,
Yeah.
well, what can I do now? Her dad's about to get smashed to bits by the other dad. Like, so the super dad then throws her dad across the room or something. He's like beaten and bloody, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of how this fight can even work.
I'm trying to think of how to resolve it, yeah. Because,
Yeah.
like, part of me is, like, maybe it could be, like, a failsafe or for some reason, like, it's, like, a chamber that fills with, like, water or something. And, like, they both leave and, like, he's, like, holding both of the keys up or on while the chamber fills with water. So
I
he's
like
just,
that
like...
idea.
Yeah, he like,
like that.
dies, and it's kind of his
I like that
choice.
idea a lot. I'm now twice the dad. But, oh no, I gotta get keys.
Oh, yeah, that is very dad, actually.
That is very what?
That is a very dad move. It's like, oh, my keys.
Oh no. I meant like the keys he has to keep pressed open.
Yeah,
I do like the idea that he has to keep the thing going.
Yeah, and like, well, and that's good too because like it, you know, like if we're talking about again like symbolism of like the thing that's holding this movie together, like he dies alone and they live together.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
Yes,
right
maybe
there.
he shouts at them as they leave, like, "Come back here! I'm not done speaking to you." Or a bunch of dad
Oh,
lines.
God, yes, yes. Because
Saying,
it's like,
you know what I mean.
yeah, no, yeah, but we both have dads. We both know.
Do you?
Yeah, well,
What?
yeah.
Yeah, I like
Look.
that. So then they leave, and then daughter's like in her last phases of turning to a dad, so you get that bittersweet thing there. Like the rocket still goes off, disperses the virus, maybe.
Oh yeah, I love the okay. The scene in my head is so beautiful. It's like them and they're sitting on a hill overlooking all of this. And like they're sharing a beer because they're dads. And it's some gross shit probably. I'm not going to specify what kind of beer cuz I feel like I'm already going to get in trouble from people from Ohio. So I'm going to just leave it at that. But like they're watching this whole thing unfold where like the rocket explodes and like they're just kind of talking about it and they clink their beers together and they hug and like
they do a stern handshake. No.
Oh fuck yeah. And like is that the moment though? Is that where she goes and disappears?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
She says like they do the handshake and he says, "I'll be seeing you." And she leaves and he says, "Yeah, you will." And then like takes a sip of beer and then the rocket goes off. And then like that's the cut.
I like that. I still want it to end on a gag, but like, was that a gag just now?
I think the fact that it was treated like a sentimental moment is a gag.
I'll be seeing you. Yeah, you will. That's not a gag, is it? I don't think that's a gag.
No, it's also like a really weak line.
It is.
But
so it's I still like the idea of I want to just want to grill for God's sake. I still want to get that there. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
I know how we get there. So they're watching this happen, and then so the actual dad asks his daughter, "Well, what are you gonna do now?" "I just want to grill for God's sake."
Oh my god, I love that. And he says, "Cheers to that," and then they clink their beers.
Oh yeah.
And then the explosion happens, and then it like cuts to black.
Yeah.
That's the credits. Roll credits.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now we gotta sum up the entire thing from the start again. Okay, you ready for the whole summary, the whole shebang? Okay.
All
so
right.
Evil Corporation has taken from this super dad, and he's not a super dad yet, but anyway, this guy who thinks he's the best dad ever. They take his stem cells to create these burger patties that are going to turn people into dads so they can sell more flannels. Okay. So then
Yep.
that's behind the scenes thing.
I forgot about that
we
part.
don't start on that, but that's there. So we have this daughter with her single father. She is going off to college to study computer science. He doesn't want to lose her, but he's saying, okay, I'm going to give you... He doesn't quite want to give her up still. So he's like, okay, just one more day. I'm gonna grill something for you. We're gonna have our own little barbecue. Okay. So he goes to the store to get the meat. He finds like that it's literally just 10 cents cheaper. He buys the evil meat. The evil meat is, the dad meat. Makes her a burger of it. She takes like one bite. The dad meat. She takes one bite, starts to chance on. She has the moment where she feels terrible. She leaves to go to the bathroom for a couple minutes, comes back. You had the whole grill moment where she sees him standing over the grill and says, "You're doing it wrong," and takes over for a couple moments for that first, like, wait, something's weird here. You have something on the TV, maybe in the background during that time, mentioned something about the roaming gangs of dads in London. Across the world. I don't know why it had to be London. Across the world. They're roaming gangs of dads across the world. There's something weird going on. The military's been compromised. We don't know what's happening. So you have that, and then she still feels weird, so she goes off she falls asleep early, wakes up later in the night, watches the game. Her dad comes down, like, hearing the TV, and her loudly, like, yelling at the TV, like, "What the hell are you doing? It's, like, 1 a.m." And she just explains football to him.
strong, powerful, extremely powerful.
Next morning, we start having the actual dad stuff happen. The daddies show up.
Mm-hmm.
The fence that her dad built like last week is so nice they don't trample it over. Some of their neighbors notice this and come over there. One of their neighbors was one of the evil scientists who ends up sabotaging the fence, like removing some nails from their side so they don't notice.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up revealing stuff because he's a smug piece of trash. They end up tying him up and interrogating him. He tells them everything about the whole flannel plan, all that fun. Then he says, "Oh, it doesn't matter. You're all going to be daddies soon."
That's so great.
It's still a great line. I love it. The fence breaks down like right then and there. During this conversation, he also reveals the location of their laboratory or something because he's that smug. Okay, they get all that done. Yeah, the fence breaks in. The daddies start swarming the place. Because the daddies are also trying to bite everyone because they all think they have snake venom and they all read the same one nature book and they all think you can get rid of snake venom by sucking it out. So that's why they're biting people.
Oh, I love that.
They only speak in dad grumbles.
It's just Tim Allen like noises. That's what Tim sounds like, I guess. That's
canon.
what Mr. Allen sounds like.
That's canon for Earth. So they have all that. They have this whole altercation. Most of their neighbors end up getting caught. All their neighbors end up getting caught or left behind somehow. Maybe one of them ends up locking themselves in a closet or something. I don't know. It's just the father and the daughter end up getting into their car. They end up both having this moment. They look at each other and they say the only way out is to drive straight through the nice fence.
I love the way you said the nice fence.
I had to.
That's great.
They both shed a tear. They drive straight through it. You have a time skip there. I guess they agree to find patient zero then and there. That's how they form their plan. And then you have a time skip to when they get to the blockade while the dads are working on the broken down cars.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having an argument about the college thing again very loudly. The dads all look at them. Daughter has a trust me moment where she stands on top of it, tells them there's the sale at Lowe's or whatever. Then they disperse. They walk on foot. You have that montage where they're camping, whatever. You have maybe the tent thing. I don't really know exactly, but they get to the laboratory. Once there, the daughter uses her computer science skills, her hacking skills to get in. The father learns, she's. I have to give her more credit. I need to trust her more, kind of stuff. You have all that fun, and then they get into the facility. They find patient zero playing with them, pretending to be just a helpless person, doesn't know what's happening. Tricks them into doing his dirty work. Daughter hacks in, removes safeties on the network, or whatever the system is in the laboratory. He gets the dad to work with him to pull a key each at the same time to release a rocket that will disperse the virus into the air. Daughter realizes too late. Radio isn't working. She runs back there and barely gets there just in time to do the whole, what was the line again? I'm something, I'm dad. What was it?
What was it? Oh, hi one, I'm dad?
Oh, yeah, this is it, I won. And then,
Something
then she
like that.
appears heroically right behind him. The music swells. Hi one, I'm dad, bites him. Then he becomes the super dad, the very graphic transformation scene.
Like literally, this is I want this scene to be half of the fucking movie. I want it to be 90% of the fucking budget. I don't care if you just have to keep CGIing Adam Sandler into the fucking movie. I don't care. But sorry, go on.
The daughter, when hacking this is a new thing of Madigan, I still think will be fine. Before she ran off, she activated the safety thing that's flooding the room with water. So the super dad stays behind to keep the keys activated because now he's really large. He can keep both of them turned at the same time. He stays behind. They run off. He yells at them "Look at me when I'm talking to you," kind of stuff. Those dad lines, whatever. They run off. Go to the hill. Watch the rocket launch. Father asks his daughter, "What are you gonna do now?" "I just want to grill for God's sake." Cheers to that. Clink, explosion, end.
Directed by Dick Wolf. Sorry, no, that's produced by Dick Wolf, I think.
That's the
Hey, there you go.
We got it. And that
We did
is Night of the Living Dead.
D-Day.
I love that it's horrible B movie title of that. Night of the Living Dead D-Day. You didn't have to put a tagline on it like that.
It didn't even need it. It didn't even need to be there.
It is too long. It's perfect
It's
that
way
way.
too long. It really, really follows the form.
It does. It's a zombie movie. There's so many more of those that are B movies at this point. Like, it's come on.
Yeah, I think that this one actually, if we workshopped it, could actually probably be like we could actually turn this one to a movie.
It could be a sci-fi original.
Yeah, like it definitely wouldn't be like an amazing movie, but it would be memorable.
Oh, would not.
It would be like a cult classic, I think.
I don't want to put too much stock in what we've done.
No, I think I will. I think that if we like put like 2 months worth of work into this script, it actually could be decent.
Maybe. Either way, we've got this done now.
We do, and that means it's the end of our podcast. Isn't that right?
Get the hell out of my house.
So everyone, let's stay at home.
That was the end right now. I want to end on the get out of my house thing.
What about get off my lawn?
Crap.